Did you guys think that was the Tar Man? It was fucking me. You can add Hulk Hogan and Arnold Schwarzenegger. You can add to that list the Tar Man. You guys are like, holy shit, it's the Tar Man on the Countdown to Halloween. But no, just me. Just little old me. I might look like the Tar Man. I might walk like the Tar Man, but he's a lot thinner than I am. I may be the Tar Man after he eats all those kids. But it was really just me. I'm sorry if I scared you, too. If you were driving along and got in an accident because you thought it was the Tar Man. I feel terrible. But if you did get into an accident, I will sacrifice myself and jump in front of a train for you. All because of a bad Tar Man impersonation. I really need to be more thoughtful. I gotta go think about this. I'll see you on the other side.
Listen to them, children of the night. What music they make.
Alive! It's alive! It's alive!
I got news for you, pal. You ain't leading but two things right now. Jack and shit. Jack left town.
I say you'll flip you. Do what? Flip you. Flip you for real. Y'all think us folks from the country's real funny like, don't you, Jerry? Yeah, well, off from you, Ma. I'm Mr. Britt. I've got to give me some education, Jerry. You ass.
Ass. Death. A bitch. A stupid bitch.
What's up, y'all? This is Dynamo Mars, and I love the return of the living dead. I love it. I get a great deal of enjoyment from this film. Hey, listen, if you guys know horror, you know Return of the Living Dead. And if you are a fan of horror in the contemporary boutique Blu-ray buying market, you are well familiar with the company that spun, the imprint, I should say, that spun out of our friends at Shout Factory, Scream Factory. And one of their marquee releases this year, totally making up for my severe disappointment in their Dog Soldiers release, is Dan O'Bannon's Return of the Living Dead. You all know the story of about a bunch of punks, a hiding Nazi war criminal mortician, and 3 employees of a medical supply company starting and then fending off the zombie apocalypse. In Deadites mythology in fandom, the Return of the Living Dead birthed a classification of zombies that are actually usually brought to life by magic or alchemy, not any sort of chemical like in this one. But we call them send more cop zombies because the only way that they can get killed is by burning them to a crisp, which if you've ever tried to burn a person, not that I've tried to burn a person to a crisp, mind you folks, but for those of you who have, Myra told me burning a person to a crisp is very hard work, very long work. So imagine if that person you're trying to burn to a crisp was running at you, trying to eat your brain, and there were 10 of them. No fun at all. But I'm not necessarily here to talk about the film. Everyone knows I love it. I know you love it. It's terrific. What I'm here to talk about is this great fucking package. First off, the phenomenal artwork. This is maybe my favorite artwork in that Scream Factory's put out, and it's also maybe my one of the few times I'm so sorry, folks. I'm so sorry. I tried to stop on the way to the studio this afternoon to get coffee, and I was like, may I please have coffee, Johnny Wolfenstein? And he was like, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself.
You are a son of a bitch. I offered, you son of a bitch. And I offered to turn around.
And I'm like, so I'm fading. I'm going on 24 hours of rock and roll and elder care. And It's not.
Rock and roll elder care?
Yeah.
What is that?
You don't want to know. You don't want to know. I have to make sure old people's tutti fruities don't get all over the Rudies. But yeah, and it's a quite a great package, quite a great artwork. Now, Return of the Living Dead had a lot of great artwork, but something about this collage in the middle, it says Return of the Living Dead in the font. On top of that is the head of the Tar Man, and then it just has a lot of the shit that went down in the film. It's got the Muppet zombie that was on the embalming table. It's for some reason, whoever drew this is a big Clue Gallagher fan, because it's got him on here wielding a bat, and then has him on here staring longingly into my eyes as I look at this packaging. The real winner for me in this copious amounts of special features, there are 3 commentaries. There's a brand new audio commentary with Gary Smart. He's the co-author of the complete history of the Return of the Living Dead, and his buddy Chris Giftis. There's a brand new audio commentary. This one's fucking great, with actors Tom Matthews, John Fibbin, who I can never say, makeup effect Tony Gardner. And I'm at a loss for who the moderator is right now, but he's the Sean Lewis is Rotten Cotton. I'm an asshole. He's a really great guy, and he is the curator and the star of the Horrors Hollow Ground segments, which there's also one in this packaging. I'm gonna look him up because I'm an asshole, but there's also the original commentary on here with Dan O'Bannon and production designer William Stout. And there's another one too. There's a cast and crew commentary one that has Leanna Quigley and some other people in it. That's also ported over from one of the original releases. So that's awesome. The marquee thing of this, beyond that, if you don't have it, and even if you do, you might not have it on Blu-ray, is one of the greatest film documentaries ever, in my opinion. And that is, I own it as an independent DVD, but to have it here is, pretty kick-ass. And it's, when I saw it and got it, Sean Clark is the moderator's name, by the way. I'm so sorry, Sean. Not that you give a two fucks and a twist about the fact that I forgot your name, but I think you're a cool cat. Anyway, yeah. So he does a great job moderating this, and let's go back to what I was talking about a second ago, and that is the greatest film documentary of all time, and one of the greatest, in my opinion. It's probably the greatest zombie one. It's called More Brains: A Return to the Living Dead, the definitive documentary, and it is fucking great. This takes you all the way, just like all the documentaries by this company. It takes you through. These are the same people that did Crystal Lake Memories and Never Sleep Again, and it takes you through every step of the production process, and interviews with everybody. There is a great Return of the Living Dead, like a retro featurette on here, maybe from HBO it was. There's a great interview, another interview with John Russo, a interview about designing the zombies in this, and there's also the Return of the Living Dead work print, which is fucking cool to be able to watch. Check that out. I really enjoyed watching that. I thought I would get bored, but it's fucking cool. It's really cool. I really enjoyed getting another look. I wish more films actually had that on there. There is a cool documentary on here about the music of Return of the Living Dead, who, if anybody knows Return of the Living Dead, they know that that punk rock, new wave, post-punk score is pretty fucking phenomenal. So I don't know what else I can tell you. If you for some reason didn't want to double dip and you had other editions of this, I know I have this on VHS and I have it on DVD a couple of times, and I even have a really cheapo Blu-ray copy of this. And you'll be very disappointed to see that the zombie commentary from that $5 Blu-ray that came out a few years ago at FYE and stuff like that is not ported over. You'll be very disappointed. But if you're not sold on this by now, you're just never going to buy this, so there's nothing that I can say. You're like Monster Zero, who won't upgrade his Texas Chainsaw Massacre because it looks too good. I don't want my movies to look too good. I think he has his movies confused with his mirrors. But at any rate, you definitely want to pick up Scream Factory's collector's edition of Return of the Living Dead. A lot of the Scream Factory stuff is super limited edition. I know I slept on the Nightbreed Cabal, the Nightbreed Director's Cut double edition, and I can't fucking find that shit for less than $1.25. So do not miss your opportunity to have this on your shelf, because you will be very proud to have it. The movie looks great, by the way. Looks better than ever. They did a great job on all things. Bravo, Scream Factory. You can be my girlfriend again. Until next time, happy Halloween and more brains. Did I fool you again?